how are you doing? I am fine, thank you, Alhamdulillah. So, today's video is all about me, and me again. So the title is my first Four Seasons country. Which country? With whom? How can I get there? Do you want to know? Let's hear to my story. In the year of 2015, I got a flying color in PT3, which I got 10 A's for it. Then in early year of 2016, my sister texted me and asked me, Yaya, do you want to follow me and my family to go to Perth? Just a reward for you for getting a good result in last examination, she said. As soon as I read it, I replied her, I won. I was so excited as that was my first visit to Four Seasons country. Then I packed my things and yay, it's the time! So excited. We flew to the Perth on March 2016, which the season there was spring. The temperature was quite low and windy also. Alright, here's a scene I want to tell you. Before I got into the city, as soon as I landed there at the airport, I helped my sister to bring her bags and her daughter's stroller, as she needs to hold her 6-month-old daughter into her arms. So it was quite a number of bags around me. Of course, we have to pass their immigration before we get into the city. However, I was being stopped by the officer at the counter. I was really nervous and speechless. I'm sweating because I overthink so much. Then after my sister settled it down, everything, I passed, Alhamdulillah. Then I asked my sister, why they stopped me? Then she said that I've been aimed since the time I stepped on the airport's ground because I've been suspected crime. They thought that there are bombs in the bags that I brought. They just suspected it randomly through the CCTV. I was shocked and laughed after that. Then we went to our rented apartment and have a chill for a while before we started to stroll around the city. By the way, we stayed at the Perth for a week, 7 days and 6 nights. Quite a long time. Here begins my story about the journey in Perth City. In the evening, on the day that we arrived, we went for a stroll in the Perth City, which just a walking distance from the apartment. Then we went for a walk at the Kings Park, which also near the Perth City. And then we have our dinner at Insan's Cafe. This is one of the popular cafe among the Muslims. If you ask whoever have visited Perth, they must know this cafe as it serves our staple food. We had dinner there quite every night actually. On the next day, we went to the Fremantle Market, which located at the Fremantle City. We went to the Fremantle by train. There, we went to the Fremantle Market and bought some goods and souvenir. Then we had lunch at Kylie's Fish Market, which located near the Fremantle Port. The things are deniable as the seafoods there were fresh. I had my fish and chips and it was so tender and juicy. I love it. Then we visited Fremantle Port and took some photographs. Also, we went to the Fremantle beach to watch people surfing. We already knew that Perth is a city of nature. On the other day, we went to Pinnacles Desert, which located quite far from the apartment. So my brother-in-law rented a car there. As soon as I arrived there, I was startled and shocked of the creature. It happens naturally and not the human's creation. It's so beautiful. Then we went to the Yanchep National Park. There I saw a group of kangaroos and koalas for the first time, I was really excited seeing the kangaroos hopping here and there. Then saw the cute koala and baby koala up on the tree. That was my first time seeing the Australian signature animals. However, Those were the wild ones, so I was frightened to get nearer. On the next day, we went to Lancelin, which there was a famous sand dunes. However, I just watched people doing the sand dunes as my injury on the ankle did not allow me to do it. For lunch, we had lobster at Lobster Shack. There also my first time eating lobster. The taste was so good and the lobster was so fresh. On the other hand, we went to the Swan Valley and took some pictures. The day after, we went to the factories and garden strip. We went to the Margaret River Factory, cheese factory, wine factory, yogurt factory, then to the fruits garden which have apples, kiwis and also other fruits. They also have a field of grapes tree that been used to make wine. When we visited to the cheese factory, I got to taste every type of cheese that been sold there, such as cheddar, parmesan, blue cheese, feta cheese, ricotta cheese and so on. Same goes to the yogurt factory. At night, we went to the bell tower, which is also just a walking distance from the apartment. And I want to tell you some information about Perth, that the shops around the city will be closed at 7 p.m, which means when at night the city will be quiet and dark. However, on the weekend they have night market, which the city will be as busy as a bee. In a conclusion, my first Four Seasons country was not bad. It was amazing, and I absolutely want to repeat it again. I love the nature and also the culture. This is what I love about going for a holiday. It is not just because it is fun, but it is also because it can open our mind and also can gain so much information. Last but not least, I would like to end my speech with an idiom. Eyes open wide, heart open wider, mind got wiser. So that's all from me. See you next video. Bye.